Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about Jason Aaron's Thor, more specifically, a tie-in into the War of the Realms crossover. Thor issue 12 came out in 2018, and that specific crossover, I thought was fantastic. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like is that you can tell that the tie-ins told a lot of the story, and that just sort of drives me crazy when the main crossover doesn't have all the meat and potatoes of what the story they're trying to tell. So War of the Realms came out here in Argentina. I first got the big compilation issue. It took forever to get in the tie-in, to purchase the tie-in issues of Thor. They came out like 3 months later. Issues really help and add to the main crossover. So in this issue, we have Loki. He got eaten by his dad. He's sort of like falling through time, finding past incarnations of himself. Goes back to the old days when we have Viking Loki. Viking Loki actually started a war between the dwarves and the elves, the dark elves, to draw Thor out of Midgard. Like he was in this relationship, he was passing too much time there. Odin was really off about this situation, so Loki says, "I'll do something. I'll give you a hand to get Thor back." Starts this war, but unknowingly, this war is the genesis or the birth of the main villain of War of the Realms, Malekith. So when I read War of the Realms, I just didn't understand Malekith's motivations or what made him tick. This issue, in a couple pages, really explained Malekith fantastically because I'm not too familiar with the villain himself. I want to go back and reread Jason Aaron's full run. Like I got on board really late. I thought it was really awesome. I love Jason Aaron's grasp on Thor, his mythos, all the side characters. So, young Loki is telling the older Loki, he's really proud he started this war. And older Loki realizes he sees Malekith as a child carting around dead bodies. He's a child slave of the war. And he has to find all the dead bodies so they can burn them. So, Loki realizes that he's sort of responsible for the rise of Malekith and the whole War of the Realms, and all the chaos that caused. And so he sort of feels bad. It's like, this is a really messed up situation for Malekith and what he's going through. Thing is, Loki's teleported away, and we discover that Malekith is a real piece of shit because he's pulling out not only dead bodies, survivors, and he's throwing the survivors into the flames too. Like, he's not... that little... Just in one panel to show, like, he's been through a lot of stuff. He's messed up in the head. He's traumatized, but he's freaking evil right from the start. Loki's teleported to the modern times, the times where he was killed. He crossed paths with Kid Loki. That I don't know what's the deal with Kid Loki. Again, I have to go back and reread Aaron's series. Don't know too much about this particular incarnation of Loki. He teleported to the future where we get super omega powerful Loki. He's got his hands on the Necrosword, killed Ego. He's causing chaos across the universe. And Loki he doesn't want to become this villain. He doesn't want to become this apocalyptic character. Like, a big question about Loki is that he's trying to fight against his what he is in the first place. That's so well written, and what I find the most compelling about Loki. Loki doesn't want to be evil per se. Like, he's been told his whole life he's the god of lies. And he's got to do evil and he's got to do mischief, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to break free. He's in the search of his freedom. So he's really broken when he sees that he becomes this totally evil, hyper powerful supervillain that's destroying Ego. You cut to the present day again, inside his dad's stomach, burning away. Gore is a big part of Jason Aaron's storytelling. Here we see Loki all chewed up in his dad's stomach. It's really messed up. And that's how the issue ends. Obviously, Loki survives at the end of the story. And we cut to issue 13 that revolves around Cole Borson. It's a good story, too. It's a standalone story focusing on Odin's evil brother. But we're going to leave that for another day. So I hope you guys like this video. See you guys next time. Bye.